Hi, yeah, I met Dave. I didn't know who he was. I said yes to coming to his festival because it just felt right. I didn't even look up what it was, I just went. And then I met his parents first and then he introduced me and I was just like, hi, random guy in the field. And then I gave a talk because my intuition said, yeah, go for it, it'll put you way outside of your comfort zone. And then people were like, your talk was a bit like, whoa, and a bit like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I said, well, maybe I won't plan this talk. And he's just like, plan it a little bit. I was just like, okay, so I have notes. But I don't know if I'm going to go with them. I don't really know what's going to happen. You guys are going to decide what happens more than me. But what I've decided to do was I wanted to give you something that's a gift, something that you already have. Because I help people with self-development quite a bit. I'm a bit alternative. I'm into, that talk that Dave talked about was about shamanism in Mongolia when I went to meet shamans. And it was a bit of a random trip. And this talk is going to be a bit random too. So now that I've set the expectations lower, I feel a bit better about it. So I want to talk about what is a yes really, because I'm not like a massive adventurer, like I'm not hardcore really in that way, but I do help people fulfill their potential and I've been on quite an interesting life journey, as I'm sure most of you or all of you have too. So I'd like to ask you, do you want a life of adventure?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's a yes. Do you want to be challenged in a good way?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you want to become more yourself than ever?
Yes.
Do you want to watch 7 hours of TV a day?
No.
Oh, okay. So yes is more than an answer to any question. What is yes really? It's a feeling. So what does your yes feel like? I just want you guys to just take a moment and really feel your yes. You can close your eyes if you want. I want you to think about your best yes moments, one of your best yes moments, and just sort of call out some things how it feels.
Fun.
Yeah?
Bouncy.
Oh,
Exhilarating.
I'm starting to get excited. I have to keep calm enough to give the talk. So, okay, can you tell me what your yeses feel like?
Connection.
Yeah.
Euphoric.
Giving.
Okay,
Free.
amazing. This is
Empowering.
I should have got you to write the whole talk. This is all like better than what I've got. So what I want to do now is I want you to close your eyes, feel your yes. It might be inside your body, it might be outside your body. Does it have a colour? Does it have a temperature? Does it have a shape? Does it have its own personality? Just want you to let that feeling grow. Let that feeling get stronger. Just really be with your individual yes. And now I want you to ask it without any preconceptions, what does your yes feel like right now? Oh, sorry, what does it want right now? Now, if it's socially acceptable and something that you can do right now, you can do it in 1 minute. If it's a big thing, then you can just commit to doing it out loud, and if it's private, you can commit to doing it privately. So whatever that thing is, just go free, just do it, whatever you want. Just say your commitment out loud, say what it wants, or not, just go for it. Try, that's okay. Yay, okay. Well, you don't have to do it, that's fine. It was a bit of a leap into audience participation. I haven't done this really before. It's fine. Because, like, you know, before it had buttered rum and we'd all had alcohol and stuff. So but did you feel it?
Yeah.
And did it want something?
Yes.
And was it private? No. What was it? Does anyone want to share their yes? What it wanted? Mine kind of wants to tap dance, but I can't tap dance. That's a really random thing to do, but that's what it wanted to do. So I want you to just know that you've got that yes with you all the time. Even if you go yes to an adventure and then you go on an adventure and then it's a bit scary and you feel alone, or you feel like I'm an idiot for doing this, or now I'm completely broke, or my friend's like 100 miles away, I want you to know that you've always got your yes with you at all times. You can always call on it. If you can't feel it, it's just temporary. So what is a yes really? Well, to me a yes is like a big ball of emotions and feelings with ourself at the core, and then spirit all the way through it. So yes, our yes is partly our spirit, it's partly ourself, and it's partly what's going to make us happy and expand and love and live life. So now that you all know that you've got your yes inside you all the time and you can call on it, and it's in a certain place, it might move in the future, that's fine. But just know that you can always connect to it, however bad things get. And I just want to say a bit more about yes. Like, it's really more of a positive thing. It's more of a moving up. So when energy moves up, it's like plants growing towards the sun. And that means it's about life. It's kind of mostly expanding because it's about exploration and growing. It can be drawing in because that's when we want to nurture ourselves or draw other people in towards us. So our yes often has all the emotions inside it, but we need to get started with our plan, which is why it's often got a lot of positive emotions in it. And that's why it's a good thing to call on when we're feeling down as well. We need to nurture our yeses. We need to protect them by revealing them to the right people. Like you guys, you all did today. You definitely didn't reveal your yeses to anyone apart from me. And you need to listen to your yes. And it doesn't need to be antisocial or social. It doesn't need to be pro or conventional. It's completely individual. I said yes to doing this talk because my yes wanted to, and it has grown a bit as a result. I hope yours has too. Thank you.
That was awesome. Any questions for Suze?
What did you learn in Mongolia?
I met this shaman that looked like Russell Brand. And I learned that other people have the capacity to look into my soul the way I occasionally assault my clients to do. You know, I just stare at people's eyes sometimes it's a bit too much. He did that to me and I was just like, I get it. You know, it's quite strong. I was like, I almost wanted a seatbelt at that moment or something to hold on to. I learned that people are the same everywhere. I learned that even though traditional cultures are amazing, there's lots of free information flowing around in London, and that I already knew a lot more than some people in Mongolia, but I wasn't as powerful, but I did know more. So that was interesting.
What were you saying when they gave that
I think I said that I went to a shamanic ceremony and there were like between 13 and 17 Israeli travellers crammed into his tent, and this was like in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing else there, and then they were just suddenly there, and I was just like, hi? And it was just really surreal. And then he was just like, you've got to leave now. And they were like all really miserable, and it was raining, and they just all sort of filed out. And then we did this really, really intense shamanic ritual with just Mongolian people and me.
And then what happened?
And then they said my work was going to go really well. And then I came back to London, and the week, like 4 or 5 days after I got back from Mongolia, I was in a double-page spread in the Times. So, but, yeah, I mean, the thing was I'd done the interview before I went away, but it just seemed strange that the timing was perfect, and the work has gone really well, and I got a book deal, so it's cool.
Can you tell us about your work?
Okay, I help people achieve their potential, whether it's through stretching or energy work, shamanism, acupuncture. Sometimes I've been known to tickle people or play fight. I was in this no, I get paid to do this. I mean, my dad wanted me to be an accountant. I do this, and I just made up my own job description because you can. If you're drawn to stuff and then you end up being good at it, you can be whatever you want to be. And so I was in this big corporate building the other day, and I was like play fighting with this like executive woman because she needed to be able to be more assertive. So I was getting her to do that with me, and it was fun.
Thank you so much.